a decluttering journey, and the box opening for the reMarkable Paper Pro. Today on Writer Gadgets and Workflow. Hey everybody, welcome back to Writer Gadgets and Workflow. I'm Brady, and I'm so happy to be back. Yay! I know it's been a long time, but I've had a lot of stuff going on. First of all, as you can see, my setup has changed a little bit. So here's the backstory. There's some backstory for this. So what happened is, my dog is getting older. He's like 6 years old now. I know he's not like completely a senior dog, but he's like leaning in senior dog territory. So what happened is, now he sleeps downstairs. My dad moved in with me, and my dad lives in my basement right now. Like, it's a basement apartment. So it's not a dank space by any stretch of the imagination, but he lives in my apartment now. So, at night, the dog has to come up to the first floor so that he doesn't interrupt my dad. Well, so what happens is now if I walk from my bedroom to the other room where I had set up like to do my podcast and to do this channel, if I walk over there in the middle of the night, which is when I operate, right? Then my dog wakes up and like, I don't know how many of you know about English Mastiffs, but like he's like not a little dog. He's like huge, big dog, big bark, wakes everybody up in the house if he barks, and will pretty much keep you up. Like, he's a big whiny baby. Like, I love him to death, but he's like a spoiled whiny baby. So if he's up and he hears that you're up, he expects somebody downstairs to keep him company. So in order to avoid, having to go downstairs and keep him entertained and stuff, I just work in my bedroom now. So I had to set up this whole desk space or writing space because, I did my writing. I do my writing like at the crack of dawn. I do my podcast at the crack of dawn. I couldn't do them because I couldn't walk over to the other room without waking him up. So I had to set everything up in my bedroom. And so this week, I am just now getting the microphone to work correctly in here. I am just now getting the camera to work in here correctly. So now I can continue on with my writing gadget, and workflow, episodes. So I'm excited to be back. I got a lot to tell you guys about. And I have a lot of tools to talk. Today, we're going to talk about the reMarkable Paper Pro. And I got the folio to go with it. And I got the Marker Plus. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about this journey I've been on. You won't be able to entirely see it in my bedroom because I still got some work to do. But let me tell you something. I have been on a decluttering journey, and I just had to share it with you guys. So here's what's been going on. So, for months, so it's been a while since I did the show, and for months I was blocked, and maybe I didn't even want to admit it to myself, but I was completely blocked, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with my energy. It was just weird. And I couldn't write. But it was bigger than just writer's block, right? I couldn't focus. My attention was going left and right and all over the place. And so I couldn't pull everything together. And I was like, why am I struggling so with life? I just couldn't get life together. And I had no balance whatsoever. And so what happened is it was funny. I would start seeing that I would have to make these choices that people just shouldn't have to make. Do I get up in the morning and pray, or do I clean my house? Do I exercise, or do I clean my house? And everything came back to cleaning my house. And then I realized, I look around my house And my house is kind of like a disaster area. And I'm like, what is going on with this house? Like, why is it getting so out of control? I am not a messy person. If you walk into my house, like, you would see, like, it's clean. Here's the thing, though. It's clean to the naked eye, but if you actually opened up closet doors or opened up drawers, you would see overstuffed drawers. You would see open up the closet door and like everything and his mama would fall down on you. Like, I stuffed everything away so that, around me would look nice. But here's what happened. I stuffed everything to capacity in the closets and stuff, to the point where it was now spilling out into the like living spaces. And so now all this clutter that I was able to contain and, out of sight, now it's gotten so bad that it's now spilling out into all my spaces. So I realized, and it took me a while, and took me a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff. But then I realized, oh my gosh, I have a clutter issue. Me, like, I have a clutter problem, and the clutter is not only messing with my creativity and my ability to like sit down and write, but it's also messing with my life, like how balanced I am and how much time. And like, if I took off a day, I would have to spend like 6 hours cleaning before I could even do anything else for the rest of the day. It was terrible. And so I had to get things under control. So it's been a multi-month process, right? And it's been kind of one little space. I started with a junk drawer. Then I did the utensil drawer down in the kitchen. Then I did the kitchen. Then I did the living room. I came up here. I have a walk-in closet. I couldn't even get into my walk-in closet. Like, I would have to walk sideways into my walk-in closet because it was so stuffed with crap. And my podcast room was getting out of control. I have a guest bedroom, the closet completely out of control. So I went room by room, from the top floor, third floor, where I am now, to the basement. I did everything. I did my bathroom. I still have some work to do. If you can look back here in the corner, like, I have some things that's my kind of pile of stuff that I still have to like put away or throw away. But that's this pile right here is pretty much the pile. That's it. Like, once I take care of that, I will have really taken care of most of the stuff. So in my room, I still got some stuff to do in my closet, like arranging my clothes and stuff. But I got rid of like 40 bags and boxes of donations that went to, and when I tell you I did donations, I didn't do like cheap stuff. I had a Breville bread oven. I bought it at the beginning of the pandemic because I thought we were all going to run out of bread, and like, I can't live without bread. So I think I made 3 loaves of bread in it. But it was huge. It's like taking up this big space in my kitchen cabinet, and I'm never using it. So it's been down there for like 4 or 5 years, and I've made 3 loaves of bread, and it was taking up like this whole part of the cabinet. And then I have so much stuff on my countertops because I don't have any room in my cabinets. It was just, things were seriously out of control. And then YouTube. YouTube was my savior, honest to goodness. If not for YouTube channels and all the free content that I got there, and some that I paid for. So what I learned about myself is that I cannot function with a lot of stuff around me. And it stresses me out. And it blocks my creativity, and it blocks my ability to like do the things that I really enjoy, because always in the back of my mind I'm thinking, I'm doing this, but my house is a disaster. And so I can't enjoy it, and so then I just don't do it. And then sometimes I will just shut down and just not do anything. I don't clean, and then I don't do the podcasting and stuff like that. And then sometimes I'll clean, but then I'll spend like 6 hours cleaning, and then I just don't have the energy left to do the podcasting and the YouTube channel and the writing and all of the stuff that I enjoy outside of the 9 to 5. So I really had to get my arms wrapped around the mess. So I did that. I got the house cleared of stuff. I would say 95% of the excess I got out. I'm not a minimalist. Just keep that straight, okay? As you can probably see around here, I am not a minimalist, but I do need a decluttered, organized house in order to function well. I just do. When I first moved in the house, of course, when you move from house to house, right, you get rid of all that stuff. So when I first came in here, this was really my retreat. And over the years, and I've been in my house 17 years, 18 almost. So over that time period, it's just you accumulate stuff, more and more and more and more. And then it just gets away from you unless you constantly like have it in your mind that I need to take care of this day after day after day after day, week after week after week. Otherwise, it just gets it. So a lot of people out there probably have found themselves in a similar situation as me, right? That's why I want to share this, especially for creatives, because when you're creative and you have this stuff around you and you don't even realize that you have so much stuff that is what's blocking your creativity is a big reason for it can be stuff. Now, there can be reasons for the stuff, right? You can have trauma and you can have other things going on that can lead to the stuff. But the stuff is a big reason why you can't function and you can't do things. At least when you're like me, like my mind never processes, oh, this is a lot of stuff and this is a great way. This is how I want to live. No, my brain never gets there. If there's a lot of stuff, I can't stand it. In one of the YouTube channels that I would look at, the clutter bug, I've learned that I'm a ladybug and that I like to store stuff away, in drawers, in closets, out of sight, it's out of sight, but it's not out of mind. But I like to get it out of sight so that I feel like when I walk through my house, there's like not a lot of stuff. But even as a ladybug, when stuff starts spilling out all over to your house, you've got to deal with it. So anyway, I dealt with it. So let me tell you some of my resources that I was able to find and use in order to get myself into this journey, right? So one was Organized Chaos 4. Her family had to replace their entire house. Their house burned in a fire, burned to the ground. They lost everything, and they literally had to replace everything in their home, and they had to replace their home. Traumatic situation, but what she rose like the mom of the family rose like the phoenix, and they built this big beautiful house, but then she realized that she really needed to put some organizational systems in place to keep the house as nice and to be able to balance all the stuff. I think she's a mom of 3 kids and she works 2 jobs, and you're balancing the house, you're balancing all your kids stuff, and it's just a lot if you don't have things organized. So she's one. Organized Chaos 4. I love her channel. I love her content. She's gotten a lot of ridiculous hate that I don't even understand. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even have it in me to understand where people come from with that, on that, just vitriol on social media. Like, I don't understand. I am not a keyboard warrior, right? I will not say anything on social media that I can't say to your face. And I will ask you first, do you want me to be honest? Or do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? Because if you want me to tell you what you want to hear, I'll do that. But if you want me to be honest, just be prepared to know what you're asking for, because I will be honest. But that's the way I am. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm not going to sit around and type a bunch of crap up that I wouldn't say to your face. Simple as that. It's rare that it happens on my channel. You know, there's been a few people here and there, but let me tell you something. I love a block button. I will block people in a hot minute. It doesn't bother me. Doesn't stress me out to do it. I don't feel like I need to spare people because somebody else might get something. Nope. I feel nothing. I will, if you bring negative energy to me, I will block it in a New York minute. It won't even, and it won't faze me at all. I will go on about life and never think about you again. So just, keep it positive. That's all I got to say. Do not bring negative energy here because I'm not bringing it up. I don't do this. I don't get paid for it. I don't even get paid from YouTube for it. I do nothing. I get no payments whatsoever. Everything I do comes out of my pocket, and I do it because other addicts out there may have writing gadget addictions like I do, but other people may just want to know where's the best place to invest their money into writer gadget tools, right? And so that's why I do the channel. So I really honestly don't care about blocking negativity. And it's unfortunate that her channel has negativity because she's such a positive person. So please, if you come from this channel, please don't go over there taking negativity to her because she doesn't need it. Nobody needs that. If you need it, that's fine. You got some work to do on yourself. But don't take that out of here and give it to somebody else. All right, so Organized Chaos 4 is one. Clutterbug with Cass is another. Minimal Mom is another. The Carla Project, I love her channel. Let me tell you something. I really love her channel because she is so real. I feel the realness of her. She has a real house. Beautiful house in, I think she has like a small apartment in California or whatever. So she really has to figure out organizing systems with small spaces. But it's not your pottery barn house. It's not, your home and gardens house. It is like a normal house like we all live in and stuff. And she wakes up with crap all around her and has to figure out how to get her energy together to clean it. Sometimes she's feeling unwell and she has to clean it or whatever. And she just lets you see. She's so vulnerable and open. And I love that. And she shows you the steps that she takes to get her house from the clutter to clean and organized where she can function well. And she also helps other people who need that help to get out of those situations so that they can get their homes organized and stuff. So I love her channel, the Carla Project. And Dana K. White is the last one. I will say I love Dana's system. She has a system. So when I first started organizing, I bought the KonMari book and I watched Tidying Up on Netflix, and I was like, I need to do that, right? So I pulled everything out of my closet and everything out of my drawers. I was so overwhelmed. It wasn't even funny. Now, did I get through it? Absolutely, because I have this mental thing. I can't have all that clutter around, right? So I had to get through it, but it was the most unpleasant situation. It was not happiness. There was no happiness. There was no joy. There was no sparking joy. I was so overwhelmed. I was not feeling the joy. I was like, whatever. There was no, oh, this brings me joy. It was like, whatever. It's got to get out of my face. So for people who are like that, who are too overwhelmed by pulling out all of your stuff, so that you can actually function in a space, definitely you'll love Dana K. White because she teaches you how to organize without tearing your house apart. And that's so critical. Okay, and so this next thing I will say is, so I do think decluttering is actually a writing tool. It is really, because it really helps to release your creativity. I never, before I went through this journey, I never would have said that, right? I never would have said, oh, you've got to declutter to actually, no, I never would have said that. Even though I needed the spaces, like I never made the connection before. But I want you to make the connection that clutter and creativity, there is a connection to it, and there's not a positive connection. It's a bad, bad, bad connection. You don't want that connection, right? So, if you do have a lot of clutter, if you do need to organize, I highly recommend all the sites of the YouTube channels that I told you about. They have loads of content that they will walk you through. And let me just tell you one more thing. One of the biggest things that I did, that I bought for myself, that I never thought I would buy, is one of those robo vacuum cleaners. You know what I'm talking about? It just runs around the house by itself and it vacuums your floors. And I thought, what a gimmick, what a load of crap. I was like, I will never spend any of my hard-earned money on one of those stupid devices. And let me tell you, I bought one because all of those guys had one. All of the YouTube channels that I told you about, all of them had one. And I was like, well, what? And they all said, that this RoboVac just runs around cleaning the floors while you're doing other stuff. And it gets the floors clean. And then you only have to do kind of light touch-ups here and there. And I was like, really? Does it work like that? Does it really work? Because I would have thought it doesn't really pick up stuff. It doesn't really vacuum your floors like you would vacuum. Like not me and my Dyson or me and my Shark. It doesn't have that. Let me tell you something. Yes, it does. I went to samsclub.com. I paid $199 for a Bob Sweet Dustin, which was on sale, $400 off. It was, so it was kind of one of the top of the line ones. I went on to like Bed Bath & Beyond and other sites where I saw it for like $8.99. Even at full price at Sam's Club, it was still a discount based on what you would find everywhere else. So $200 to me, I was like, I'm willing to lose $200 on a piece of crap if it doesn't work. Let me tell you something. That thing has saved me so much time. Even as I sit up here right now, it is running downstairs on my main level. And what it does, it allows me to focus on other things. So that I'm not downstairs sweeping the floors or mopping the floors or cleaning the floors like I normally would have to. I have a English Mastiff. He sheds twice a year, 6 months at a time. So he's always got hair and dander all over the place. And like if you don't stay up on that, it'll be everywhere. And then like sometimes I'll be going to the kitchen and I won't have like socks or anything on my feet. And I'll step on a piece of dog. And let me tell you something. It's like stepping on Legos. If parents out there understand what I'm talking about, having your dog drop food is like stepping on Legos. It is painful. It hurts. So I would always be sweeping and cleaning floors to try and keep the stuff up off the floor from the dog and my son. And, I don't have to do that anymore. I set the schedule for every other day. And it runs automatically every other day. And I do not have to touch the floors except to mop. And I have wood floors that I have to use, like the wood shiner to keep them shiny. But other than that, that thing works to keep the floors clean. And it was $200. And I've already gotten my investment back in from that already, just in the time that it has saved. Decluttering also saves so much time. Now, when I clean up my house, because I clean up a little bit every day, I don't have to do the 6-hour clean when I have a day off or on Saturday and Sunday, right? So 20 minutes a day saves me this. And then getting the declutter out. So now I don't have all this clutter like covering all my countertops and all that stuff. So now I don't have so much stuff that I have to keep clean. So the more you declutter, the less time it takes for you to keep your house tidy. And the more you keep your house tidy, the more time that you have to spend on writing and other things. I can't even tell you, like I said, I had to come and I had to tell you guys about this journey I've been on. And the bigger thing of that is that, and what really ties that to this channel is the fact that because I'm decluttering, I've put together a list of tools, writing gadgets and tools, digital paper products and stuff that I'm going to be releasing to the wilds of you. I wanted to help somebody on your writing journey. So down below you'll find a link to a Google Forms page, and the only thing I ask is that you tell me, fill out the form, but tell me about a writing project that you're working on and how the tool or a tool can help you in your writing journey. That's what I want to know personally, because I want to release all this stuff. It's not serving me anymore. It's not serving the channel because you've seen me demo all this stuff. So when stuff is not serving me and it's not serving the channel and it's just sitting around the house not doing anything, it's not serving anybody. And so I am going to release that to you guys. So stay tuned. I think around December 16th, I'm going to start having drawings for the giveaway, and I'm just going to give away a tool a day until it's all gone. And I'm thinking that I should be able to have it all given away and shipped out by New Year's Day. And that way I could start the new year without all this extra stuff in here. And you could start the new year off with a new tool that will help you in your writer journey. So with that said, I am going to, please, if you need to declutter, if you think that you're blocked or whatever, just go on to YouTube, listen, and see if it might help you. Because that's why I'm telling you this, because I wanted to help you. But other than that, we're going to get to the reMarkable Pro and the box opening. So stay tuned. All right, so let's take a look at this reMarkable Paper Pro. Okay, so this is the front of it, obviously. Paper tablet. On the back, the ultimate paper tablet for writing, reading, and thinking without distractions. Features an immersive 11.8 color display, reading light, and unmatched paper feel. See, these except for the books, and that lacks the color display. Like, all these things were why I liked the books, even though I used my reMarkable almost all the time. And then I have the book folio, which I have the leather folio that I bought to go on this because I like the leather folio on my other reMarkable so much. And so smart stylish protection for reMarkable Paper Pro with auto wake up and magnetic marker strap. A magnetic marker strap. See, now that the other reMarkable doesn't have. Fabric made from 100% premium leather. Okay, and then we have the Marker Plus tool, right? The Marker Plus tool. Okay, and that is an incredibly precise tool for paper-like writing with built-in eraser. All right, and that's why I wanted the Plus tool. What I've learned from any writing tool is that I don't like when I have to actually hit the button in order to erase. I just want to flip something over and start erasing. That's a total convenience, first world problem thing. But it's just one of those things. If you're going to buy it, if you're going to buy the device and the tools, that you should get the stuff that makes you happy. Okay, the opening is here, so let's go ahead and get this open. The Marker Plus with the tips. So I got extra tips that come with it. Oh, look at that. She's pretty. Okay, so look, This is actually a little different from the current marker that I have. It feels heavier. You know I like a heavy writing tool. Seriously. This is heavier. Oh my gosh. This definitely feels premium. It feels like there's a leather cover on this, which I also like. Yeah, I am going to love this. This is nothing but Marker Plus material, and then this is more nibs, extra nibs. Now currently I would say my nibs, before they get irritatingly low, oh look at that, that's prettier. Now these nibs look very different from the ones that I currently use, so I don't think these are interchangeable with the other marker, but I will see once I have to actually do a change. But yeah, this is nice. I mean, this is seriously premium. This is seriously premium in terms of opening stuff, right? Because normally this kind of experience you get from Apple stuff, right? This is one reason I like reMarkable. I am such a box opening snob. Like, I want a premium box opening experience. So this makes me happy. And then they have a quick start guide in here, which the quick start guide is like, open the reMarkable and start writing pretty much, and make sure you connect it to the thing. All right, so I'm going to set this stuff aside. I'm going to go ahead and get a shot at this. We're going to get a look at this this folio, and then we're going to actually open up the tool. So let's see what we got here. So here you see you've got the arrow showing you where to pull. So I'm going to pull from here. That's satisfying. That really is satisfying. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. This is pretty. I actually really like this. And then they've got a little tab here so you can pull the thing out. Oh my gosh, they really thought of everything with the packaging. This really feels like premium packaging. So, look, there's little feet, indentations for the feet. So, I'm imagining you're just going to sit it in there and it's going to stay. It's going to be happy to be there. So this is good. All right, now let's get this reMarkable Pro open. Oh my gosh, I have been waiting weeks to do this. It just took me so long to get this situation set up in my bedroom. I'm just going to sit this in back here while I do this. Okay, and so let's see where we open this up. Same deal. Can you see that arrow? You open the arrow, you pull the arrow, and it opens the doohickey. All right. Here it comes. I'm so excited. Oh, look at us. Oh my gosh, the weight of this. Okay, let's talk about the weight. Definitely, well, you're getting a bigger device, you're getting some more weight, right? Definitely heavier than the other reMarkable, for sure. Like, if the reMarkable weight is what you were, one of the key features that you were loving, then this is not going to be the device for you. This is definitely, it feels more weighty than the other one, for sure. This is heavier. You can tell there's some more tech in here because this definitely is heavier. Okay. So I'll get to this in a minute, the actual screen in a minute. Let's open this Paper Pro. We got the Paper Pro, so this is probably a quick start guide. Yep. Quick start guide, how you get started, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know, I'm familiar with their products already. And then the USB cord. Now, this is kind of beautiful. Let me just say, it's beautiful already. One is that it's USB-C. I have so many things that like some of my Apple products, not all. I've got the iPhone 15, which has moved to the C, but the AirPod Maxes that I have right now are still using the flash. My son's 12 Max still uses the flash cord. So I'm trying to get everything to USB-C. And the books uses the old, I think it's USB-B, right? It doesn't even use a C, like the old. I think maybe the newest one uses a C, but the old one uses the B. So, and I use the old one more than the new books. So, anyway, suffice it to say, I'm really happy to see this. Now, what I really would have preferred is to have the braided cord, because the braided cords seem to last longer, but this one has like this rubber material on the outside of it, so it feels like it might still last a long time, but we'll see how this goes. But right now, that is like a very strong rubber feeling cord, and I think it's probably going to be okay. It's probably not going to fray. You know, the Apple cords fray. Like, I've replaced almost every Apple cord and charger I've ever had because it frays. But this doesn't feel like it's going to fray, but we'll see over time. Okay? So that is the USB-C cord. Now let's get to the actual tool. Better thinking, better paper. So it says hold the power button to get started. Find the power button. Ah, here it is. So on the other reMarkable, the power button is at the, I think it's at the, no, it's at the top, and the charge port is here at the bottom. Let me just show you that. USB charge port is at the bottom. This is where it is on the old reMarkable as well. So look at that. She's pretty. Look at the color. She is pretty. All right, let me get the pen. It says attach your marker. Marker's attached. My marker's charging. Okay, now it wants to update and restart. I got my Wi-Fi information put in. It asked me to update and restart, so we're going to do that. Now it says it's installed. Okay, thank you. Okay, it is now pairing. You can see the progress bar up at the top. Pairing complete. Right, I use a right hand. Now I'm good to go. Close. So here's the beauty of it. Look at this. So it loads all of my stuff from my actual reMarkable. You see, I have folders set up, and then within the folders I have like subfolders and documents within them. And right now it's set up to do like my 9-to-5 crap. Right? This is my my gratitude journal, my certification stuff, training, and then my writing. So all my writing, all my books that I'm working on, and all of that stuff goes into this folder. So yeah, this is great. I cannot wait. So I'm going to be, okay, so what I will be doing, like I said, I'll be using this over the next week, and I'm going to come back and give you some feedback on what I think. So I'm excited to use it though, and it looks very much like the other one. It's just, oh, this is interesting. So new notebook. So we could just start a new notebook. We use the blank create, and now what I expect to see here are colors. Look at this. So now you see colors. So I will see how the colors actually, how they print out. I'll show you examples of that. Can you actually print out with colors? Can you turn this into a document and they stay colored in the document, or is it just in the device? So all the burning questions that you're going to have about this tool, I am going to answer. And this is interesting. So when I write, it writes in black, but then it converts to blue. You see that? So I write in black and it converts to blue. Let me see if it does that. Just an interesting note. Let's see if it does that here. So I have red. Look, it converts. So it starts out black, but then it converts. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for today. So stay tuned next week when I will talk all about the pros and the cons of the reMarkable Pro and the new writing tool. And I gotta tell you guys this though. I just discovered this literally like 2 seconds ago before I hit the button. But one of the things I can't stand about this reMarkable that I have is that I can carry it places and the pen will fall off, and then I am like looking for the pen and I can't find it. And now I have like 3 pens because I lost them or thought I lost them and then ended up finding them in some bizarre place. But the new case has this magnetic holder so that not only does it hold on to this, but now it has this tab that goes around it that will help keep the pen in place even more. I'm already starting to love this even more. They've really thought out the designs and, heard some of the complaints about the previous things and really tried to address that with the users. So I cannot wait to dig in with this device and talk to you guys about it next week. So please, if you like this channel and you like the content, don't forget to leave comments if you have questions, because I can answer the questions either in like a special subscriber answer the question episode, or I can answer them in the next episode. And if you like this content, like I said, please like and subscribe, and join the channel and join this community of writers who love writer gadgets. That's it for me today. See you next week.